Hello everyone. So I guess the time has come. It's November the 22nd and the next generation of consoles starts here now. What you see in front of you right now is the day one edition of the Xbox One from Microsoft. And in fitting theme that's followed, I think, every retail outlet and reviewing outlet on the web at the moment, we might as well do another unboxing video. Why not? So yeah, I got this today, so I'm just going to open it up for the first time, maybe do compare and contrast against some of the other consoles and see what we've got really. So first things first, you've got the box for the Xbox One, the console itself. Also got Xbox One, a second controller, the wireless controller, which you can see is pretty straightforward. It includes wireless controller, 2 AA batteries are included, which is nice, I guess. Elevate your game, feel the action like never before. With impulse triggers. Hey, impulse triggers, future now. Let's see, not opened it up before. Let's open that up. I've not actually had the pleasure of playing with one of these controllers yet, or even seeing what they're like. So this is the first time I've seen held an Xbox One controller. Let's try and get it open now. If I open the box, in fact, you can see it's kind of all neatly packaged. Very presentable, very nice actually. You can see the Apple influence in packaging these days. Everything's kind of neat and tidy. And this is the controller, I guess. There we go. We got some batteries. Okay, so that's quite nice. There's no big. I mean, it's well documented as well, but there's no big bump on the back where the batteries used to go on the old, and the battery pack used to go on the old controller. But yeah, that is the Xbox One controller. Feels sturdy enough. It's kind of hard to show you guys in the light really I've got here, considering their matte black finish. So I'll get onto that now whilst I'm here, but you can see there's a matte black finish on the actual controller itself, and then a little kind of glossy finish along the top, kind of going with the console itself. And I have to say, I'm not really a massive fan of the two-tone of both the PS4 and the Xbox One, the two-tone effect of the matte and gloss finishes, but it feels quite similar to an Xbox 360 controller, if I'm honest. A button on the top, you got your share and apps buttons and stuff. There's your sync button up here, which is difficult to show. You can just make it out up here. Obviously, mini USB to power the device, which is nice. No proprietary cable. That's quite good. But yeah, apart from that, these are obviously these are smaller. Definitely the analog nubs are in comparison to the original 360 controller, which you can see here. Definitely the grey analog nub is it's quite a bit bigger than the analog nub on the Xbox One controller. But I do like the D-pad's nice. Ooh, nice and clicky, not better than before. Piece of crap that they released in the original one. But yeah, overall it feels pretty similar, although the bumpers feel higher up than before. Maybe that's just me. Maybe take a bit getting used to, and my big hands, I suppose, but quite a bit awkward. But I guess the main thing, obviously, apart from the rumble effects that you get normally in these controllers, is the mini rumble effects that they've got in the triggers at the end, specifically for games like Forza 5. And speaking of Forza 5, let's just put this away for now. Here is Forza 5, and the game discs obviously now look like this, with the green. Let's see if we can open it quickly. Of course, there are now Blu-rays rather than DVDs. And you have to install the games, to my knowledge. You have to install them onto the hard drive of the Xbox. I think the PlayStation is the same. If you want to play them, you can't just play them off the disc anymore. So let's take the wrapping off of this. And okay, there we go. 7-day Xbox Live Gold trial as well. Thanks. Don't need it, but never mind. And here are single Blu-ray disc as well. Very shiny on this side, but not like the Wii U. The Wii U's discs are really nice insofar as the edges are really rounded. They feel quite comfortable. These are quite pointy. Not that you're ever really going to be using the disc that much, I suppose. Not that it really matters. Again, no real manuals or anything else to say. You get the usual. I guess all the manuals and everything is all digital now. You get the usual kind of Top Gear references and what's on the back of the disc. The definitive racing game is only possible on Xbox One. Of course, they would say that. Let's have a look at the console. So this is the Day 1 edition console. As you can see, it's a black box rather than the green one. In Europe, we had the offer of FIFA 14 or Forza 5 as a free bundled in-game. Because I already had Forza 5, I went for FIFA 14. The box itself is bigger than the old box, and it's heavy. It's a heavy machine, actually. It's a heavy box. Let's look at the back of the box. It's quite bare, actually. Download from Xbox Live, 10.5 GB required. Oh, that's for FIFA, I guess. Download charges may apply as set by your ISP, of course. ISPs are going to go nuts with all these things now, considering all these games are now digital download in a lot of instances. You know, 30-odd gig for certain games and stuff. Yeah, you're going to be blowing through your bandwidth caps if you're not unlimited. You can see here, you can just about make out, it says Day 1 2013 on the controller, which is their little signature thing, I guess, for these kind of packages. And having a pre-order of the console. So let's cut into the okay. Try and work out how this comes out. Oh, there's more packaging here. That's why. First tape. Excuse me for a second whilst I do this. Okay. Don't make it easy sometimes. Okay, cut that, and in here as well. Okay. Should have really got a Stanley knife or something to do this rather than this big, bulky scissors, but never mind. Okay, so that sleeve obviously just comes off now. And we're left with the box itself, which we can shift over to this side. Okay, so the first thing that greets us is obviously the Kinect Sensor. And here we have the original Kinect for a 360. Again, black, doesn't really show off and too well in this light, but never mind. How does this? The packaging is so neat and tidy these days compared to what it used to be. So we've got our code to download FIFA. I'll keep that one for myself if you don't mind. Yay, another Xbox sticker, brilliant. Never used the other ones in 360. Get equipped, some accessory packs. Thank you for being part of Day 1. What's this? You are the first one to experience a new generation of entertainment to commemorate this moment. We've created an exclusive Day 1 achievement for you. Welcome to Xbox One. Yay! Great. Some kind of manuals and patent stuff. Shove that to one side. So we've got a headset, which originally they weren't going to actually include in the box, but hey, at least I mean, it was the biggest thing in my opinion with the Xbox 360, including the headset and having a headset work so easily over Xbox Live on the Xbox 360 launch, that to not do the same on the Xbox One would have been pretty criminal, to be honest. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's flimsy enough, but it's fine. It'll do for what is required. It's nothing worse than the original Xbox 360 headset anyway, so let's put that to one side. We got here. Okay, so here's our controller. So I think this will be Day 1 edition controller, I'm guessing. So this is the controller with the back on it. And yeah, so Day 1, how easy that is to see in this light. There you go. Day 1 2013. Oh, it's got like a platinum finish on the D-pad as well, rather than the black finish on the one that's just a standard controller. Which is quite a nice little attention to detail. Set of batteries as well. Shove that to one side as well. Right, so that's a cable for your Kinect. Is it? No, it's HDMI cables. Sorry. So 4K rated HDMI cable, apparently. Well, like this is going to be able to push out 4K worth of video resolution. So that's the power cable for the power brick. Which here's the power brick. So I'm disappointed insofar as, let's have a look at the power brick. So there's Xbox. So it's still a chunky brick for, it has to sit external from the console. Again, look at the two-tone matte glossy finish, even on the power brick. Some air inlets and outlets. I'm disappointed that this couldn't be integrated into the actual box itself. I don't know, yeah, it's just a personal preference, but the actual plug is more like the old Xbox Slim plug. Okay, so that's the power brick. I do wish it, like I said, I do wish it was actually integrated into the console itself. What we've got here. So here's the Kinect, which was originally supposed to be a requirement for the Xbox to work, but now you can work without it. It's a chunky device. Comes on its own kind of little stand, which you can kind of make out here. You can kind of tip it up forward and back, but it doesn't actually move. The old one used to kind of take a bow as it started up to calibrate itself, but this one doesn't, to my knowledge. So it's got a fan on the back of it as well. Yeah, there's a fan on the back of it here. You can see it's like a 40mm fan or something. That's all secured in there, so that cable doesn't come out by the looks of it. And then a proprietary connector to go into the back of the Xbox One. It's a nice looking Kinect, I suppose. Yeah, I prefer the square off edges of this Kinect rather than the kind of tapered off angular look of the old Kinect. You can see all the camera lenses all over here on this side now by the looks of it. The IR stuff is probably in there. It looks better than the old 360 Kinect, let's be honest. Okay, so I think all that can go to one side. Just all lift out now. Yep. Okay. And inside here we have some packaging. Let's just open this up. Again, all nice and neatly packaged. The black just doesn't help me to broadcast this on video, but I'll do my best. Let's actually take it out of the packaging. Go on. So, first thing is the weight isn't too bad. I heard it was really, really heavy, but it's not that bad. And here we go, Xbox One. Let's get rid of this out of the way for a second. The Xbox One from Microsoft. My light in the background, as you can see. And again, the two-tone, flashy. See, I don't mind if it's like that on the top. I don't mind because obviously this is all a vent, so that's fine, and that's a large vent. But again, I don't like the front. It's just a personal opinion, but this matte finish on this one side and then this fingerprint hugger on the other side with the glossy finish is, yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. In comparison to the old, here's the Xbox 360 Slim. See, it's quite a bit bigger than the Slim, which you can make out there. There's a good bit of difference in there. The old Phat, which I've got here with a custom mod that I put onto it, it's actually when you put it in line, it's not that far off the old original 360 with the hard drive on it. In regards to height-wise, they're probably pretty similar as well, to be fair. You can just about make out there's not that much difference between the Xbox One and the 360. I know people were saying that it was quite big, but yeah, it's not that big for me, in my opinion. Let's put this to one side again. So yeah, we've got the Blu-ray drive on the front. You've got the eject button there. I guess that's a sync button on the side here. Let's have a look. This camera would focus a bit better. So we can attach a USB on the side here. In fact, it might be easier if I just hold the camera. Let's just do that. So, in fact, So there you got USB, you got sync, and then we've got on the front some information regarding safety, I guess. Do not move console without first removing any discs inside, the usual kind of crap for scratching your discs. There's your eject the Blu-ray disc. I guess it's a capacitive because it's not clicking. Vents on the side, large amount of vents. And then on the back we've got, let's see if you can see anything here, but you've got HDMI in and HDMI out, which is the main thing really. So HDMI out obviously is what you need to go to your telly for playing the game. Optical HDMI in, which is what they're using for like your satellite boxes, your cable boxes, that kind of stuff. Your Kinect USBs, IR blasters, and your Ethernet cable, and a sealant to avoid your warranty. Kensington lock is also there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what you get inside the Xbox One box, I guess. That is the Microsoft Xbox One, so I'm going to go and get this set up and we'll have a play, and I might do some videos later on again showing off the console in action. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please rate and subscribe.